I'ma tell you every peripheral in OSU that you need to know. Not only tablet, keyboards, or whatever, like those casual stuff. I'ma tell you in depth what top players buy, what you should maybe buy, and what you can buy to upgrade your OSU equipment. If you want to see more of that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe do a different video about that. So let's go on with the video. First, we have the tablets. The tablets, there is a lot going on. If you don't know what a tablet is, a lot of top players is using a tablet, and there is a ton of tablets. There's, for example, Cookie's CTH480. There is a lot of cheap variants like the Gaumon S620 and the CTL472. And in my opinion, the best beginner tablet to buy with is the CTL472 or the Gaumon S620, because on Amazon they're very cheap, they're very easy to get, and almost everywhere to buy. So I recommend you going for these two. They have a high polling rate and are not that pricey. So if you want to buy one of those, this is definitely a way to go. There's also a lot of different tablets. There's a website with every tablet, with every polling rate, with every recommendation. It's down in the comments. Everything I say is going to be down in the description. Tablets, keyboards, everything. And yeah, next one are the keyboards. What keyboard should I buy for this game? And yes, mechanical keyboards are optimal for this because the latency is very low and the feeling of it is just perfect. You can use a rubber dome, like a very early one, but I don't recommend it. It's not as efficient as a mechanical, but the best option is by far a rapid trigger keyboard. There is some of the market, for example, Wu-Ting, the most known, Sayo device, or the Drunk Deer. These are like the big three in OSU, and in my opinion, the Wu-Ting is by far the best. You can buy it with my affiliate link in the comments. It's by far the best, but if you want a more cheaper variant, you can buy the Sayo device, which is not a full-size keyboard. It is just a key with 2 keys, or you can buy the Drunk Deer, which is also a cheap alternative to the Wu-Ting. There's also keypads, which I said with the Sayo device, which only has like 2 to 3 keys. And if you want to use your keyboard, but also want for OSU like a side keypad, you can buy the Wu-Ting Uwu, for example, the Sayo device, and there's maybe some other options. As I said, everything is down in the description. Coming down to the next one is a monitor. A monitor is very important to this game because it shows you the frames per second, okay? And you want as much frames in this game as possible. You want low latency and high FPS. So it is recommended to get a monitor above like 144 Hertz maybe, going maybe for 240 Hertz. The higher the Hertz, the better, I would say. doesn't need to be like correct all the time, but in my opinion, this is pretty fine. I think 140 Hertz is a minimum nowadays, and with 1 milliseconds reaction time, this is a pretty good option to optimize OSU. Coming now to the more in-depth stuff, not only like hardware peripherals, but also to upgrade the things you buy. There's also mouse, which I come later to, because mouse, you don't need to think about mouse a lot, because basically what you need is just a lightweighted mouse. Like this is the option. You can upgrade it, which we come later to, but now first to the tablets. We're coming back to the tablets with the major point of a tablet cover. You don't know what a tablet cover is? It is basically a cover that you put onto the tablet that feels like paper, for example. And this feeling gives a way different feeling than you have when you use the tablet itself. The tablet itself is very smooth, and at the time it kind of roughs out. It kind of gives a stain, which makes the area even smoother, which kind of leads to very ineffective playstyle. But overall, a tablet cover is trying to prevent it. And by the way, we come to my equipment as well at the end of the video, or the timestamp. You can also look at the description. This is by far a major upgrade to the tablet. I'll be honest, this upgrade is crazy. To the next tablet upgrade is pen nibs. It is necessary, in my opinion, if you drag. Dragging means you put your pen on the tablet. So you don't, there's hover players who slightly goes above the playing area, and there's drag players. And dragging is why you need the tablet cover. I didn't say that at the beginning. But you also need pen nibs. And in my opinion, these pen nibs go flat instantly. Like within 2 to 3 months, it's already getting a slight dent. So I recommend you definitely buying some spare pen nibs that you can change it every 3 to 6 months. That's what I do most of the time as someone who drags. I would recommend that. By the way, I also found out recently there are different types of pen nibs. There is the smooth black one, the plastic one, and there is the white one, the felt one. And in my opinion, the felt one is quite more expensive than the plastic one, but I must say the felt one fits so much more snappier. And in my opinion, this is a major upgrade as well, especially for a drag player like me. And so you can test it out. You can, these pen nips don't cost much. It costs like €5, 15. And this is by far something you should also buy if you drag and if you have a tablet. Next one is also something that is called a grip tape for your pen. Basically, grip tapes, what I mean by that, prevents your pen slipping away from your hands. And it is also helping a lot, especially if you have a very intense part and you intense up and maybe like there's a chance that your pen is actually slipping off. And this is scary, okay? This happened to me sometimes, and with the grip tapes, it's way less common than when you don't have one. There's also a new method of grip tape. There's like this rubber thing from Corrylegs. In my opinion, I never used them. It's quite expensive for what it is. Grip tapes overall cost like €5 a 3-pack, but this Corrylegs is like specially made for Osu pen grips, and they look fine, I'll be honest, but it's quite expensive for what it is. But I leave down in the description if you want to look at this and maybe try it out. You can tell me in the comments if it's worth or not. So in my opinion, grip tape is enough. But yeah, this is a second option I could recommend as well. Coming back to the mouse. If you're a mouse player, which is also fine, a lot of top players use mouse, are way better than me as a tablet player, and they achieve crazy scores. So mouse is completely fine. There is a lot of things like the weight of the mouse, the DPI you use, but this is all preference. There are different types of how to use a mouse in this game. There is, for example, a thing called mablet. What mablet does is you have an extra mouse, which is like a pen inside, but it's still shaped like a mouse. And below your mousepad is the tablet itself. This prevents getting mouse drift. And Nybrooks, also a YouTuber, tested it out, made a video about it. He was like one of the first who founded it, and he made a very good video about mablet. I recommend you watching it if you're interested in these types of mouse Osu related things. So it's down in the description, and in my opinion, I tested it out at COE, and it was actually a very good feeling. It prevents you from mouse drift, which is a major part in Osu. And overall, you can use this mouse probably in like some other things if you refine it, if you want to go more in depth on this. And this is by far interesting to watch. So check it out. Definitely, it's very good. Overall, mouse doesn't have much. There's also some top player using mouse sleeves. For example, Nineric using mouse sleeves. I don't know, maybe it's good, maybe not, I don't know, but it could be. So this could be also an option for you. And for tablet, there's also something like a hand sleeve, which for example Xutinator as well use. And it was kind of too slippery, but when you use full area, this might be something for you. Most of the time, if you buy a tablet, the hand sleeve is already in the package, so you don't need to worry about that. Yo, Nappy from the future here. I want to add up something on the mouse. I asked Nineric for if he has some other things that I forgot, and yes, there is also something called a grip tape for mouse. Nineric said it is important for a long time of sessions because his hands getting slippery, sweaty, and to hold on the mouse, the grip tape should be very good. And they're not expensive, they're very cheap. You can buy them probably everywhere as well with like the grip tape from tablet. So this is also an option for mouse if you want to start using a little bit more mouse and start playing a little bit more intense sessions. So thank you Nineric for this. And yeah, going back to the old Nappy again. Now, software. There's not much about a software you can use, but if you're a tablet user, I recommend you using Open Tablet Driver. This is one of the most important drivers for me that changed a lot of things. And I'm not accelerating. This is such an easy to use software for your tablet that you can choose your area, that you can choose your filters, etc, etc. But the problem with the official tablet drivers, for example Wacom or Gaumon, are that they use integrated filters that makes you have more latency. And in my opinion, having more latency is not something you want, but this is by far an upgrade if you get Open Tablet Driver. You just need to uninstall the official driver of it and install Open Tablet Driver. And every time you start Osu, you can literally just open Open Tablet Driver and you're good to go. Okay, at the last part of this section, there is my setup. Coming to the first thing, I have the Wooting 60HE. I bought it since the beginning Wooting got popular in Osu, and I must say this is a life changer. This is one of the most important things. This helped not only me, but a lot of top players. So this is, in my opinion, a must-have. Next on the tablet, I do have the PTH 460. If you look at the link I've sent in the description for tablets, you see that my tablet is an S+. It's, if not the best tablet in the market, but it is usually not recommended. The major issue of this tablet is that it's pricey. It is very expensive. It is the best tablet because it has the highest polling rate, but it is by far not recommended if you don't want to spend so much money for Osu. I also have the Nico cover, and on Foxbox you can choose your own style. I have Nico, my favorite character in my favorite game. So this is a major mental plus here. Yeah. Next one, I have a 360Hz monitor. An Alienware monitor, 360Hz, and I'm happy to have it. It's pretty decent, but I feel like 240Hz is by far enough to be like at the top. But 360 is just a little extra, and it's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Next one, I have special tennis grip tape. These are just bought from Amazon. These are not expensive, €5 free pack. You can buy them. It's just a grip tape. It's also down in the description. Next one, a very important thing for me, and I recently bought it, and I must say it's a life changer. I have this one. This is an anti-slip mat. I put that below my tablet and it prevents from the tablet slipping up. I had back then the major issue that my tablet, while I'm playing a long map, for example 5, 6, 7 minutes, that my tablet slowly going up, and this anti-slip mat prevents it. I bought that recently and oh my god, this is so good. And it's not even expensive. It costs like €5 for like a huge thing. And of course, what we can't forget is our mental support. My Nico plushie. I have a plushie always in front of me here, and I must say this is such a mental support. I don't know, it's just cool to have it, but I kind of like it playing in OC and then seeing like Nico all the time in my hand cam, and something like this might help you as well. I don't know, could help you. Conclusion: you don't need the perfect setup, okay? For example, my setup is kinda beefy, but you don't definitely need that. If you, especially at a rank where you not compete with the best maybe, or just want to play casually, you don't need to have a 360Hz monitor. You don't need to have the best tablet. But these are just some things you can maybe later upgrade for you. Maybe want to change something in your playstyle. So I hope this video finds you well and maybe learn something new. Maybe you want to buy something new from Osu. If yes, let me know what you bought, maybe in the near future, how it felt. And yeah guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope this video was helpful and I wish everyone a good day, good night. Why am I doing a stream outro, bro? I'm not even streaming. Okay guys, bye.